Good evening, I'm Alex Dierckman. The tower at Columbus Municipal Airport has been given 2 additional weeks of operation as the Federal Aviation Administration prepares to shut down the towers at many general aviation airports across the country. Airport officials are now weighing options, and with them, the future of several employees. Not long ago, Columbus Municipal Airport had a plan to update and reconstruct its tower, but those plans have been set aside. Airport Director Brian Payne says airports like his have not been given much time to examine their options, but he's happy to have the extra 2 weeks.
I think it just gives us more time to figure out exactly what we're trying to do and if we're going to try to take over the operation of the airport tower or not. So it's really kind of a positive for us. It gives us a little bit more time to look into other options.
Payne and the airport's board are evaluating 3 options for the tower's future: contracting with an air traffic control company for continued use of the tower, making air traffic control personnel city employees, or shutting down the tower completely. Tower manager Ben Euler says the company he works for, Midwest Air Traffic Control, is also scrambling. Euler says he doesn't understand why the FAA decided to, in his words, eliminate towers, especially after towers agreed to cost-cutting measures just a few years ago.
We set out and accomplished what was set out in the contract tower program to be done in the first place. And now they're eliminating because it's an easy elimination. It's a way they can just go, gone. We saved that, So therefore we don't have to cut here, here, here. And so that's what we're seeing from our side of it.
The Columbus Tower is scheduled to close on April 21st. At least 3 employees could lose their jobs if it does. Indiana's unemployment rate went up once again in February. The state's private sector added 5,800 jobs last month, but at 8.7% in February, the unemployment rate is at its highest level in more than a year. Department of Workforce Development officials say that's because of a continued influx of Hoosiers into the labor force, including people who are getting a job or actively looking for one again. The labor force increased by 20,000 in the first 2 months of this year, marking the biggest 2-month jump in nearly 2 decades. And authorities are investigating an explosion at the Crane Naval Base that sent several employees to the hospital Thursday. The explosion occurred during routine cleanup operations Thursday and involved what Crane officials called pyrotechnic materials. 5 employees were taken to Bloomington Hospital for examination. All were released Thursday evening. And here's a look at the weather. Tonight, mostly clear, lows in the lower 30s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, highs around 62 degrees, and tomorrow night, partly cloudy with an 80% chance of rain. Easter Sunday, partly cloudy with a 50% chance of rain, highs around 58 degrees. And for more on these stories and other local news, go to indianapublicmedia.org.